Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. The option look. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They'll run the option. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Frost. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They'll run the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's going for a big play downfield. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. On the option. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short.
I think he run that play on 2nd down, knowing it's going to make 3rd.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You have an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires left. He caught it. down for a touchdown.
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys plays, and they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Here's the handoff. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's Ginn. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Rich. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are cranking, and they have a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing strong.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The give to the tailback.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Okay,
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw, it's Ginn. And it's in there for a touchdown. An impressive, long, methodical. Meticulous drive ends in points.
Just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Return goes out of bounds.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he could not get loose on the run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for it.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football. Success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Now the pitch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch called for and made. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Ginn. Fires to the tight end. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the left.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Okay, ready? Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down.
Pound 55 weak. Alert, alert.
The lone back's got it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Off play action. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding.
Intentional grounding. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Line gets set, first down. They'll open the second half with a run. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. It's first and 10 from the 31. To the air. It's Ginn. Quickly out to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The give to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll go to the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Fires into the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Frost. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Drummer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there. So us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hauls it in. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. On the move, he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
First down here for the offense.
29 Philly. 2
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback checking the play. They'll go to the toss. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Hand off from the shotgun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Dances away from the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Power football with the run. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this.
And the pressure was too much. At the 15. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to go up top. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A first down for the offense.
Get set, get set.
Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Easy.
They feed him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It's a reverse. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, it's a nice change-up play on offense there on that third down, going with the jet sweep to keep this drive alive.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great